What's going on, guys? Welcome back to hashtag GSM for GM here in WWE 2K24 MyGM Mode, Season 3, Episode 54, the go-home show before our Backlash pay-per-view on the next episode. I'm Graham GSM Matthews. Hope you guys are doing well. We are in Brooklyn, New York tonight. Here's our card. Becky Lynch battling Cora Jade. It would be a normal matchup with Bayley getting involved to help kind of take out Cora and help take out the interference from Liv, because Liv and Cora are friends. But Cora wanted a no-holds-barred match, so we're going to do a no-holds-barred match. Rhea Ripley discusses her return to SmackDown. Trick Williams discusses his loss to Gunther, or rather Solo, last week, and what's next for him, and how he's got his sights set on the vacant Intercontinental title. Gunther will battle Kofi Kingston. Bianca Belair will take on Liv Morgan, with Ronda Rousey getting involved out of revenge on Bianca. Rey Mysterio will call out Sheamus, and in our main event that we will be watching, CM Punk and LA Knight will team up for the first time ever to take on the Bloodlines, Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa. Pretty sexy fucking match right there. I think we're good on power cards and stuff like that. I mean, we could, maybe To the Moon we can use next week after the pay-per-view. Network special we can use anytime. We can also use that. Maybe we'll use both in the same week. To the Moon and Birth of Legends. We'll see what happens. I don't know what you can use that on. I just don't get it. Select an opposing brand. All their superstars on their roster at the start of next week will lose 5 popularity. I'm probably going to use that on Raw, because fuck them. Fuck them. Probably use that on during the pay-per-view, and they can use it. It will affect them after the pay-per-view, so fuck them. All right, I think we're good to go. We're watching the main event, like I said. Confirm booking. I only signed Kofi and Rhea for 4 weeks. I don't know if we're going to extend their contracts. We'll see. 1, 2, 3. Becky goes over, beats Cora in her own match. Cora Jade injured for 1 week. Well, that's fine. She's it's not that big of a deal. She won't be on the pay-per-view. I mean, that's fine. Bayley and Jade, new feud though. Interesting. Popularity up 3 for Rhea Ripley. Cool. We are simulating this match.
1, 2, ring it.
Kofi Kingston upsets Gunther. New feud. Interesting. Okay. Upsets Gunther. Yeah, Gunther's first pinfall loss here on SmackDown. Will he continue to beat him like he beat Carmelo Hayes?
1,
2, 3. Bianca knocks off Liv, and Ronda Rousey attacks Bianca. Rivalry grows between those two. And we are watching this. CM Punk and LA Knight versus Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa. Not a whole lot of bad blood here. Not a lot of history to recap between these four. It's as simple as Punk and Roman renewing their rivalry from last year at Backlash. We're going to have a rematch at Backlash 1 year later. CM Punk's in-ring debut as a member of the SmackDown brand was facing Roman at Backlash, beating him. Roman avenged that loss at SummerSlam and beat Punk there, and this is the rubber match at Backlash. But tonight, they're going to war in tag team action. Here comes Punk with the fucking WWE Championship. I think we already watched this championship entrance, but I want to see it again. If I didn't, then we're going to see it for the first time tonight.
Here he comes.
Where is he at?
The best in the world.
There's Punk with the title.
He's here to make friends. He's here to make money.
Gunther personality. I wish he had his own champion entrance. This isn't a champion entrance, right? I don't think. I could be wrong. Maybe he goes on to take the belt off. I don't know.
The following contest is a tag team match.
Shit, all right, we can move on. I want to see LA Knight come out.
Listen to this frenzy for LA Knight.
There he is. There's Knight, baby.
Now they know.
Teaming with Punk for the first time ever. Two loud mouths teaming up to take on the Bloodline, baby. They came out together, I believe. Solo and Roman. Roman and Punk immediately going at it here before their big match of Backlash this coming weekend. Solo, Sikoa, and LA Knight will also be going at it. They had some bad blood of their own. So the Backlash card currently looks like this. And we'll book the match. We'll book the cards. The matches for the card, rather, for the Backlash card. After this is over, as we get into week 5, here in the 3rd season. It's the fucking 3rd year, whatever you want to call it. It's our 5th year, technically. We just did WrestleMania 4. This is, we could call this 2004, and then WrestleMania will be WrestleMania 5 in 2005. That makes it easier to kind of keep track. But we're doing LA Knight and Solo Sikoa at the pay-per-view. Bianca and Ronda Rousey running it back. And a lot of rematches, but I feel like a lot of these matches just make sense. LA Knight, Solo Sikoa, Bianca Belair versus Ronda Rousey, Rey Mysterio versus Sheamus, Bayley versus Becky Lynch for the WWE Women's Championship, and CM Punk versus Roman Reigns for the WWE Championship. So we're going to look to crown a new Intercontinental Champion coming out of Backlash. That wasn't my focus to start the season, but it will be post-Backlash. So keep an eye out for that. Ooh, Solo throwing Punk into the ropes here. Nice back elbow, just slapping the shit out of Solo Sikoa. Oh my god. Oh, nice clothesline there to Sikoa.
Can he do it here?
He covers Sikoa. 1. And a kick out at 1. Boom. Punk back here on SmackDown after being taken out by Roman and his crew a couple of weeks ago. He is cleared. He is good to go for the pay-per-view, baby. Oh, nice clothesline. Punk tagging in LA Knight. LA Knight wanted to get his hands on Roman Reigns after losing to him in the main event of SmackDown a couple of weeks ago. Former WWE Tag Team and Intercontinental Champion in his own right is LA Knight. Yeah. Surely he'll be getting involved in the IC title tournament. So currently I have 7 people competing in the tournament. 7 people tournament doesn't really make sense. So I'm thinking we have Knight just as the person that the ultimate... Because Knight was never... I mean, he was beaten for the belt. I feel like it just makes sense for him to be granted an automatic spot in the finals of the tournament, and he can face the winner at the next pay-per-view for the IC title, because he never got a rematch. So I just feel like that makes sense, now that I think about it and put it like that. And then we have 6 people left over. So maybe we could do 6 singles matches. Oh, nice spear there from Roman to LA Knight. Holy shit, in the cover. Punk's got to break it up. And Roman wins. Why didn't Punk break it up? What the fuck?
Sweet, sweet victory.
Big win for the Bloodline.
Here are your winners, Solo Sikoa and Roman Reigns, the Bloodline.
Cool, they're announced as the Bloodline. I like that.
Strong dividends with an impressive tag team win.
What the fuck did Punk not break it up? That was weird. That match ended out of nowhere. I was barely getting going. What the fuck? Big win for the heels, though. Roman gets that momentum boost. I think that was the right outcome, honestly. God damn. I don't give a fuck about Raw. Yeah, I'm thinking we do 3 singles matches. Alright, I had a better show than last week. $73,000, because we lost $50,000 in the no holds barred, so that makes sense. All right. Backlash. Solo says, Roman and I told you Roman and I really hit it off as a tag team last week. Thanks for pairing us up. We're looking forward to the next tag match. Did you hear the crowd last week and we got our first tag team win? I knew Roman and I would kill it. You just keep putting us in tag matches and we'll keep delivering the ratings. Yeah, so here's our card. See, I'm thinking we have, I mean, it won't affect this card, but we can do Rey Mysterio and Sheamus can have a match. Probably Solo, and we already did Solo and Trick, so probably Solo and Kingston, and then Gunther and Ray. No, Ray's facing Sheamus. Gunther and Trick. All right, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. So we'll do that starting on SmackDown. But this is for the pay-per-view. We are going to do, obviously, CM Punk and Roman Reigns for the WWE Championship. Let's see. We should start strong, and our biggest feud is... our other biggest feud is Sheamus and Ray, so they should probably start the show. So let's do that. Sheamus and Ray. I like having Ray go first. Ray and Sheamus. We can do the WWE Women's match here. WWE Women's Championship. Why did I say WWE Women's match? Cool. Yeah, I mean, do we have someone to interfere is the question. We'll get back to that in a second. I just feel like... I don't know. We'll debate that in a second. Let's do Knight and Solo here right before the main event. Yeah, let's do Knight and Solo on this part of the card. I kind of want to do the title match and title match. I don't want to... I don't know. What do we do? Do we do Bianca and Rousey here? This doesn't really... Let's do this over here. LA Knight and Solo there. Bianca and Ronda. Alright. So we could do those matches. We could separate the... I don't want to do the title match right before the main event. There's no feud there, really. I feel like that makes more sense. Alright, so... What do we do? We can have Gunther call out Kofi. Let's see. Let's have Kofi self-promo. Gunther calling out Kofi for a rematch. Trick. Yeah, Trick and Rhea can have... Let's do it here. Alright. And then I'm thinking... Rhea will call out Bailey. Alright. And then Trick can get his own promo. Who is he facing? Who did I say? Gunther? Yeah, there we go. Because he's facing Gunther on SmackDown next week. So we can do Gunther and Trick. I like that. He's going to call him out. It's announced that we are having an Intercontinental title tournament. Trick and Gunther. It's going to be Ray and Sheamus. It's going to be Solo and Kofi. Yeah, Solo and Kofi. So I like that. I like the card for the show tonight. So now the question is, I don't know. I just feel like it's funny if we keep trying to fuck over Becky Lynch. Because I'm going to turn her heel. The ultimate goal here is to turn her heel. All right. I just feel like it would make sense. I just feel like it would make sense if after Cora got hurt, Liv gets involved. I mean, Becky, we're going to have to simulate the match because she's not, I don't know. She's pissed that she injured Cora, so she's going to get involved and go after Liv. She's going to go after Becky Lynch. I don't know. I just feel like that would be cool. Like if Becky gets fucked over again, like Tegan got involved in her last title match, and she just keeps getting fucked, dude. Yeah. Special promotion ensures they all retain most of your fans. There can only be one. Yeah, we don't need any of that. I just feel like it'd be funny if Becky loses again, and Becky loses clean. If we were to watch the match and Bayley wins, then, you know, Becky can further turn heel. But I just feel like, especially after Cora got her, it makes even more sense for Liv to get involved because she's fucking pissed at Becky for injuring her friend. So if Becky loses again, she has another out for losing. And this is gonna be like the longest, this is gonna be like our new Ilya and Sammy, the feud that went on for like fucking 2 years. That's gonna be the same thing here. I feel like this is even more interesting, honestly. With Becky she has yet to win back the title that she was never actually beaten for, and she's waited fucking 2 years for this match. I mean, she got the match last year with Roxanne. She got fucked over by Tegan. We know that. When she lost to Roxanne. Now she's finally getting a match with a woman that she has beaten before, I think including at Backlash. Maybe not at Backlash, but they've had a match before on pay-per-view, and Becky has beaten Bayley before. So they have history. I think that was like 2-3 years ago. I think it was 3 years ago. Man, I'm going to have Liv get involved. I am. I just feel like that would be not funny, but like I just feel like that keeps the feud going. Yeah, I liked it a lot. All right, so Sheamus and Ray are going to have a match. Kofi will address the audience for talking about his return to SmackDown in an interview. Trick will call out address Gunther in a backstage interview. He's facing him on SmackDown next week as part of the Intercontinental title tournament. LA Knight will battle Solo Sikoa in a rematch from a couple of weeks ago. Do we add a Stipperooski on this? We can. The feud's kind of just getting going, so I feel like we're going to do a third match with these guys, and that's going to have a step. Nah, it doesn't need a step. We'll do a regular match. I feel like none of these matches really need a step. Knight and Solo. I said Ray and Sheamus would have one more match, but the feud's going to be blown off on this show. So maybe we shouldn't do that. I was thinking Ray and Sheamus would have a third match, but it's not really necessary if, like, they're blowing their feud off here, you know? But if I don't have them face each other, I mean, we can keep going with the booking of the feud. Because it might affect the Trick and Gunther thing, you know? I don't know. We've already had Gunther face... He could face Kofi again in a regular match. So we could do Gunther and Kofi. But then who would Trick face Sheamus? He would, right? Did we do Sheamus and Trick? I feel like we did. No, I don't think we did, actually. No, I don't think so. We just had Solo beat Trick. So, yeah, I think we blow off Ray and Sheamus tonight, because if we do a third match on TV, I was going to keep the feud going, but for what reason? It's going to get blown off tonight anyway. So we might as well just fucking do it. The Stipperooski tonight. Okay, so if we do Sheamus and Trick, so we can have Trick call out Gunther instead. And we can have Gunther... well, what do we do here? Let's have him call out Sheamus. We'll do that. Alright, cool. Alright, then we can still have Gunther call out Kofi. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Before their rematch on SmackDown. Maybe we'll do 2 of the matches on SmackDown. That's probably what we'll do. I might do all 3 matches, all the Intercontinental title, because we still have to do the triple threat, too. Between the winners of the 3 singles matches and then the triple threat. We do a lot of triple threats, but the triple threats are fun, so I don't give a fuck. Then the winner of that match versus Knight at the next pay-per-view. So yeah, what we'll do in the IC title tournament, we will do Sheamus and Trick. We'll do Sheamus and Trick. We will do Ray and we'll do Kofi and Gunther, and then Ray and Solo. I think that makes sense, and then we'll add a Stipperooski to this thing, because this is it. I was going to continue it, like do a match on SmackDown, but there's no need, because it's already at a level 4. So we'll just do the Stipperooski tonight. All right, cool. So that's the end of that. Kofi, LA Knight, and Solo in a rematch. They've been feuding recently. We might keep that one going. That one makes sense. Honestly, if Solo were to win this tournament and go on to face night at the pay-per-view, that would be perfect. But, I mean, he's got to overcome Ray, and then he's got to win that triple threat. So I don't know how likely that is, but it's a chance. Trick will call out Sheamus before their match on SmackDown. Bayley will battle Becky Lynch for the WWE Women's Championship. That is one match we will not watch because Liv Morgan will get involved. We'll see what happens there. I'm very curious to see how that one turns out. Rhea Ripley calls out Bayley. She has unfinished business with Bayley. She feels like, hey, listen, you can't beat me. So I may not have won that number one contenders match, but you still have yet to beat me. And Bianca and Ronda Rousey will have a matchup. A rematch from SmackDown a couple of weeks ago. Ronda wants to look to avenge that loss in her in-ring debut. Gunther will respond to Kofi. Not respond, Kofi's just talking about himself here, but he will call out Kofi before their match on SmackDown. And then in the main event, CM Punk and Roman Reigns, baby, for the WWE Championship. So there you go. I'm looking forward to that show. I'm looking forward to watching it on the next episode. Thank you guys so much for checking out hashtag for GSM for GM here in WWE 2K24 MyGM Mode. Until next time, guys, I'm Graham GSM Matthews. Have an awesome one, and I'll catch your ass down the road.